Hey everybody, it's Nina Motivates. Y'all see I can't hold that D that long. I'm working my way back, but I sound better than I did Monday. Hey. And I decided today I'm not using all the pretty bells and whistles. I'm not using the what's that thing I be using? I am not using anything that will distract us from this here live today. I ain't PowerPointing. I ain't doing none of that, y'all. None of that. Why? Because y'all should be some good students and have some pen and paper. Okay? Hey, beautiful. Hey. Y'all should have some pen and paper. So y'all know sharing is caring, right? So what we finna do? We finna share this out because we care. Because we care. We're gonna share this out. Can y'all tell I feel better? I'm like 95%. My voice may sound a little bit cracked, but I ain't blowing my nose. Listen, Linda. Yeah, y'all don't understand. It was rough out here. It was rough these last couple days. By Monday evening, my body was like, womp womp. Good to see you too. Hey. Authors are coming in. New authors, aspiring authors, all the authors. I got me some orange juice still. I'm still getting my vitamin C in me. I got that Simply orange. It ain't freshly squeezed. It's Simply. It's Simply is good enough, right? And so, y'all, I may not have the PowerPoint and all the bells and whistles and all of that stuff. But what I do have is something better than that. You can publish the Master Manual. And this is y'all see my little notepad, my little note sticky notes. I'm teaching directly from the book today. So if you don't have the book, what's wrong with you? I'll put the link in there later. I'll put the link in there later so that you all can would I get a referral link? If y'all want to get on stream, y'all let me know so I can show y'all share with y'all my referral link. However, I'm gonna teach directly from the You Can Publish manual. See, let me explain this and then we're gonna get right into it. I think God had to let me see, how can I say it? God had to chin check me. And yes, Nina like, oh, I'm gonna do it Monday through Friday. I'm gonna give all this stuff away. I'm gonna do all this stuff. And he like, who told you to do that? Huh? And if you see me fanning myself, mind your business, okay? Mind your business. Mind the business that pay you. Okay. I just got home about 15 minutes ago, y'all. Praise Jesus. God is so good. Because we had a longer day than we normally do for homeschool today. Homeschool helps. And if you find any of this, let me go grab our referral link. Because if you find any of this useful and you want to refer, you can refer via homeschool helps. Okay. You can donate to us, baby. But anyway, um, he over the past 2 days, he set me down. Okay, he set a sister down. Whenever I thought I was getting back up, he set me down again. I was gonna push it yesterday, and he was like, nope, nope. You could try it if you wanna, but I knew I had a busy day today. And so I'm glad I rested. And about 9 o'clock last night, I was able to breathe out of my nose and I started feeling normal again. Y'all, I'm gonna have to get a fan for my office because the big, the devil is a liar. Oh, and I gotta be cute for y'all. So hence the hair, okay? We're finna get into the teaching though, because I don't want to keep y'all all night. But another thing God was showing me, he was like, yeah, you're making all these pretty PowerPoints, you're doing all of that. And I have a lot of PowerPoints and stuff because I do publishing classes, right? I used to do 6-week classes. And in the 6-week classes, I would have PowerPoints, I would have handouts, I would have all of the things. And so I have a lot of this stuff done. And then I was doing new ones for this. And God showed me something. And so I'm telling you all so that you can learn from my lessons, right? He like, Nina, why you keep recreating the wheel? It's like your fifth time recreating the wheel that's already created. I said, well, then, Daddy, what else? Come on, keep whooping me. He said, and then you teaching from your classes and stuff, and that's wonderful. But you got a whole manual that I just got. Oh, y'all can't see it, but I just got a whole stack of the manuals in. Y'all saw it a little bit. Y'all see it a little bit. He like, you just got all the manuals in that's available that people can get if they want all the goods. They can get it through the book. I was like, you know what, God? All right, I hear you. I hear you. And sometimes we want to pour out everything, and God be like, just get them a little bit, just a little bit, get them enough that they can work with, but don't give it all. And so in the free challenge, I'm gonna make sure you get some good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna make sure you get some good stuff. We're gonna cover day 2 and 3 today. And today, the first thing I'm gonna go over is my step-by-step process, like what you do step by step. And I will have this as a downloadable, free downloadable template for you on my site tomorrow. So you got to come back tomorrow, and I'll post the site and everything so you could go and get the template and everything else. I will share today at the end what I already have out there available and what will be available starting tomorrow. So I'll let y'all know all of the things, but let's get right into it because this is what y'all here for. Y'all ain't here to hear about my moments with God. I love having moments with God, though. That's my boo. That's my first boo. Okay, he knows it. The Mister knows it. Me and the Lord be. We be having some time, okay? And so I want to get right into it. I gave y'all plenty of time to grab your paper and pen. I gave you plenty of time to grab paper and pen because you need it. You need it. Usually we put the PowerPoints up and people just screenshot it. Nope, I'm making you do some work today because y'all are writers. Y'all are workers. Y'all are writers. Y'all got this. Okay. And so some of these things we went over in day 1, but we're gonna go over it a little more in detail, and then we'll go over the components of a book. That way you like, okay, this is what I need to be writing. These are the things that I need to make my book a complete book. Okay. So you're gonna have all of that today. Okay, all of it. All of it. All right. And thank you all for sharing it and all the things. Here we go. Of course, step 1, you're gonna make a decision to be an author and not turn away. You're gonna make a decision and you're not gonna let nothing stop you. The second step is to decide what you want to write about. There are so many different genres. Ready? Hey, amen. Amen. Now, some of y'all are already in my 6-month mastermind that the rest of the world don't know about yet. I just gave them a little tip. They'll get the rest later. Um, but once you decide to become an author, you got to know what you want to write about. We kind of talked about that a little bit on Monday. You got to know your genre. There's a lot of different genres. And this is not even in my plan for today, but let's go ahead and talk about just a few genres. This book is a real workbook. Like one of the pages where the workbook part 1, it says, I want to write about this because you need to have this stuff written down. You need to know what you're writing about, why you want to write about it, researching your topic. When you're looking up your genre, you want to look up your audience. You want to know the sex. Is it male, female, or both? Is it children? Is it adults? Is it teens? What's your who is it to? The race, if applicable. Some people write books specifically for a particular race. Okay, age range. Be mindful with age range. A 5-year-old and a 9-year-old, they're not reading the same, y'all. So I tell people, if you're writing a book, like just like when you're in school and stuff, go by ages. Okay. So I say, like, of course, the infant books is just for the parent to read to them, it's colorful, all of that stuff. And then if you have like a 1 to 2 year old, but don't 0 to like 2 years, 3 years old, they more than likely can't like read like that. Okay. So you're gonna be mindful, a lot of pictures, things like that. Hey, and I'm gonna make sure I go back through the comments and I speak to everybody as well. Because y'all know I get distracted, I get caught up in the comments. So let me focus and keep teaching, right? If they are 5 to 7, 8, 9, 8 to 10, 11 and 12, 13 to 15. Y'all see it's like 2 to 3 year gaps. Why? Because maturity level. Children change quick. They change quick. And then once they're a teenager, they're changing rapidly. Okay. Of course, you have the 16 to 18, and then you have 18 plus. Okay. But they're growing rapidly. And that age range keeps you from, then you can go in Google or Chat GPT or whatever and say, what are some words that is appropriate for this age group? Because you want to write in the appropriateness of your age group. You want to create a whole avatar. Like, this is like you creating a whole character for who you're writing to, because you're gonna want to write so that it grabs that person's attention. Even if you're writing for adults and stuff, what's their income bracket? If you're writing for young folks, what's their parent income bracket? And the reason why you do that, because you are not only looking at when you are writing, like say you're writing a fiction book, if you're writing about a particular type of area, you're probably going to reach those particular type of people, if you get what I mean. So that's kind of why you write down the income bracket and where they live at. What does it look like? Because you're always wanting to paint a picture. Readers want to see what they read. They want to be able to have a picture of what they're reading. So that's what you're doing. As you're painting the picture for your book, you're painting the picture of the person who will be reading your book. And so you want to think of as many details as you can. And that is on page 8 of the You Can Publish manual. Okay. So you want to have that. Actually, I don't have the breakdown of the age group, but that's something I'm gonna have to. And but y'all, I'm always updating this book. Every time I get a new shipment, it's something that been added to this dang on book. That's why it's gonna go up to its regular price of $50 very soon. Anyway, let's keep going. So that's how you are deciding what you want to write about and who you want to write to, right? Then, of course, as I told y'all to begin writing, whichever way you want to write. If you did not see day one, go back to Monday. You can check it out on YouTube or Facebook. Facebook will come down off Facebook, but it will stay on YouTube backslashing to motivate. Some of you may be watching this from YouTube, and you can check it out there. Create a release plan. I'm really big on beginning with the end in mind, and I'll tell you, this is one thing that I do with my coaching clients, book coaching clients. I have them to start with a release date, and then we create a whole plan based off their release date. We tailor their plan to them based off their release date. So if they come to me today, and today is April 10th, and they say, Nina, I want a book to be released July 1st. We create a plan from when they need their draft done, when they need their edits done, their book cover done, when they need to get a trial copy of their book so that they can have their bulk books in their hand by July. And so that's what I mean by create a plan. Know when you're gonna release it and then work backwards. I go into very in-depth detail about the strategy plan on in strategy sessions with me, because I do offer strategy sessions, or in either one of my classes. Okay. And guess what? There is a strategy session sample in this book. Okay. I give all the tea away in this book. What's wrong with me, right? Um, okay, so create a release plan. Hire an editor and graphic designer. And if you're doing children's book, you need an illustrator as well. Yep, you need all three. If you don't want to format yourself, you're going to need someone who does formatting too. Some graphic designers also format. That is a service that I offer as well when people, because I don't publish people's books right now. Hence why I am teaching all the publishing goods. But I do certain things to help you publish, such as do your formatting for you. I don't do the very fancy formatting. I know I do a little tweaks here and there, adding pictures, all of that stuff, but I don't do. If you want it super fancy, I can refer you. You could go on Fiverr, actually Fiverr, and find you someone that's affordable to do it there as well. Um, then you want to obtain your ISBN and barcode. I tell people your ISBN is your book social security number, and there's only one place that I get mine from. Now, oh, I did say I was gonna include that in the end. Y'all gonna have to remind me. I do want to include how to, as a bonus, because I didn't get to go live for the last 2 days. I want to include how to publish a book on a shoestring budget. You like, I want to publish this book. I know God has told me to publish this book, but I got $2 in my bank account. I got you. And no, I don't feel like that's taken away from me and what I do and all of the other stuff. No, I don't. But my goal is to help as many people as I can help. And those who is for me, guess what? They're gonna sign up for my services anyway. So I definitely want to leave that with you all. So somebody gonna have to remind me, Jasmine, PJ, can you make sure you remind me, Prophetess Jocelyn? Can you make sure you remind me before we get off? If I be like, okay, we done. Be like, hey, tell us about that shoestring budget. Need somebody to remind me. Okay. And so your ISBN, again, as I was saying, that's like your book social security number. And there are ways you can use free ones off of different printing sites. You can use their free ISBN barcode. But at all costs, you want to try to get it. I forgot, somebody told me to send them a message. Thank you, girl. Send them a message when I'm live so that they can come and join us. Um, so let me be texting while I'm talking. Y'all know I'm multitasking, right? I know how to multitask. And so with your ISBN, I like to have my own ISBN. So I normally get it from this one particular site, but you can use, like, if you're doing KDP or anything like that, you can absolutely use their ISBN or barcode. They'll let you use theirs for free. And the only thing is, you can't take Amazon, which is kdp.amazon.com, you can't take their ISBN and go put it on Lulu or go put it on Ingram Sparks. It don't work like that. You'll have to get an ISBN different from those places. And so that is the difference in that. Sometimes people are like, well, it's free. And that's why I said you absolutely can use their free ones. But I like to have my own. I like to be in control. I like to make sure I have all the publishing rights, the imprint, and all of that stuff. Because when you are using ISBNs and stuff like that, it's gonna ask you for the imprint. The imprint is, so because I buy my ISBNs in bulk. I have a lot of them, and so since I have so many of them, I'm able to put Anointed Hands Publishing, which is my publishing company. I'm able to put that in, and as the imprint. So when it comes up as to who published it, it's gonna come up as I published it. So thank y'all. Hey y'all, I'm checking on the comments real quick. Hey, hey, hey. All right, y'all. We are at step 7. Once you are done with your first draft, let's talk about the drafts real quick. Because I said begin writing and stuff. Once you're done writing, you're done writing. Once you are done writing, you're done writing. And people are like, well, I said my book was gonna be 100 pages. And if you're writing an 8.5 by 11, now this publishing book is an 8.5 by 11 book, but most of my books are not 8.5 by 11. Do I not have one of my books right here? That's okay. Most of my books are in 6 by 9. This is the very first book that I printed in 8.5 by 11. Okay, most books are in 6 by 9. So, for example, if you are typing your book, and you have about 60 pages and 8.5 by 11, like regular Microsoft Word or Docs, guess what? Your book is more than 60 pages, honey. Because when you take it from 8.5 by 11 to 6 by 9, the pages are going to double pretty much. So you pretty much have well over, if not close to, over 100 pages already. So that is not a big thing. And books don't always have to be a certain size, okay? To have a spine on KDP, you have to have like 75 pages to have anything written on your spine. But other than that, your book doesn't have to be 100 pages. Some people print books that's like 65 pages, and y'all, they still charging like $20, $25, especially if they're giving you good stuff for their price. Okay. So don't think that it gotta be this many pages, because you don't want to force something, then you being repetitive and then you lose your audience. Because if I'm reading a book and they saying the same exact thing over and over and over and over again, it look like a smudge on my glasses, and they saying the same thing over and over and over again, then I'm like, okay, I didn't read this before. I don't want to read no more. You're gonna lose the attention. So you want to be mindful of being so repetitive be very careful and very mindful of how repetitive you are when you are saying certain things. Some things have to be resaid. But just to make the book longer, no, don't do that. Don't bore your audience, because then your next book come out, they're gonna be like, just a word of advice, okay? Word of advice. Um, so yeah, so I'm giving y'all more stuff than is on my notes. So that's why I'm going off the dome, but I'm making sure I give it to y'all. And I hope y'all watching it. Go back and watch the replay if you like, why wait, she talking too fast. Because sometimes I talk a little bit fast. Just go back and watch the replay. Get what you need. Gotta keep drinking orange juice. Make sure I keep mine. Oh, okay. All right. So when you are formatting a book, like I said, books are in 6 by 9. There is different ways you can format and make it pretty, or format and make it, get it all in order. Um, I don't have the time to go into the whole formatting process. But if you are in any of my courses and stuff like that, you will definitely get the secret sauce to formatting. But definitely make sure that your book, when you have your book, you're going to want it in a document as well as a PDF. So when you're uploading it to places like Amazon or Ingram Sparks or Lulu, I typically upload PDF documents. I use Microsoft Word to type my books in. I know a lot of people now use Canva, and you can download a PDF from Canva. So if you have Canva, a lot of people want their book designed a certain way, pretty a certain way, and all of that stuff. Workbooks, digital books, y'all. It's when I say there's no reason nobody ain't out here making money, because I done thought about 10 digital books just the other day that I'm gonna be popping them out, y'all. I'm telling y'all now. I'm gonna be popping out books, digital books, tangible books, all type of books, because people are gravitating toward those digital products, those self-help books, those books that's like really like telling people story. People love to tell you, people love people being people business. It was hard getting that out. But people love to be in people business. So you write a book about your business, you won't get some sales because folks don't want to know your business. And in the midst of it, I pray they get help. They just get the bigger picture. Okay, you want them to get the bigger picture. You want them to get the bigger picture and see how God has brought you out or whatever. I used my first book as an example on Monday, but some people was buying it just to see what I was writing about and what I was talking about, and that's fine. I hope you got the help at the end of it though. Okay, let's keep going. Formatting your book is gonna be important though. Pre-sale. You could pre-sale books up to like 60 days before the book come out. I usually try to keep it about 30 days before the book comes out, but when you pre-sale, know that your book is written at least. I don't like to start pre-sales until the book is written, because oftentimes I have had, an experience where the book wasn't written and we're a couple years into it, not me, okay? And I'm like, oh Lord, I need you to finish this book. So now we have to finish your part. Now it's on me to finish the formatting for her. Okay. And so you want to be mindful of when you start your pre-sales. Make sure your word is bond. Um, Market your book. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about marketing. I don't know, because I was supposed to pre-record a video with my marketing manager. I call him my marketing manager. He's my marketing and everything. Yesterday, but I was under the weather, so I'm gonna see if we can get a video in prior to. But if not, that'd be a bonus that I just pop out with one day. Okay. But you want to market your book. You want to make sure that you get your book out there. You want to make sure that people know about your book. Remember, I told y'all to pop out there and be like, oh, this is a challenge thing for y'all today. Pop, how many of y'all did your homework? If you did your homework, put one in the chat. Put one in the chat. Because I gave y'all homework on Monday. Don't think I forgot because I wasn't feeling well. Did you, did you do your homework? Okay. So I want to see at least a couple ones in the chat. Have y'all been writing? Have you figured your why out? Like, I want to see what y'all been doing. But one of the things I want you to do is make an announcement. I have a book coming out. I'm excited to announce it. All right, I see some homework back. To put well, I can say put it in the chat. You can make an announcement and say I'm excited to announce I have a book coming out. Stay tuned. Or you can even tell them what a little bit of what it's about. Especially once you get your release date or you know what month you want your book coming out. For example, you could say, I'm excited to announce I have a book coming out in October. More details coming soon. Watch how people, and put a picture of you with it, smiling, happy. Watch how people start, oh my gosh, congratulations, we can't wait, woo, woo. They gonna be asking you, what is the book about, woo, woo. Oh, stay tuned. I'll be making posts. I'll be sharing more information about it. And people gonna start looking for your posts to see if you are talking about your book that you said you got coming out. That's a marketing tip that I should have just waited for tomorrow, but that's okay. The next step is you want to upload your book to printing sources. There are so many printing sources. The one I'm just going to be referring to during this free challenge is kdp.amazon.com, which is Amazon. Amazon, you can't just go to amazon.com and try to put your book on there. You have to type in kdp.amazon.com. Okay. And that's the site you go to begin to put your book on there and all of the process and stuff like that. And then once you upload it, you order a trial copy. I always tell people before you order a bulk of books, order you a proof copy so that you can look at the book, make sure everything is everything. Because once you order a bulk of books and you get it in, and you can't call them and be like, "Oh, I made a mistake." They're gonna be like, "It ain't our mistake." And if you just spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this book and on a whole bunch of trial copies, and you don't, I mean, a whole bunch of on your bulk books, and you haven't had a trial copy of proof to look through, then you're gonna be mad at you. So order you a. That's why I said make a plan and leave some time in so that you can order your trial copy, go over and make sure everything is straight, fix whatever you feel is not, and then order your bulk. Okay. Sometimes I'll do it, I'll go through it, and I'll order another trial copy. I try to leave that much room. I would like to have my digital proof for myself, because what I call a digital proof is once I'm done and my cover's done, I got a PDF and JPEG of my cover, and then I got the PDF and Word document of my manuscript. Then that's my proof. That's my digital proof. Then I upload it to printing sources. Then I order me a trial copy. If I need to fix something, then I try to leave enough room to order me another trial copy. Now with KDP, which is Amazon, which is what we're talking about for today, using for today, you could get a trial copy within a week. Okay. You typically get a trial copy within a week, typically like 4 or 5 days from them. And then, so that gives you a time frame. Now to order your books, it typically takes them about 2 weeks. There are some printing sources where you can get your book in a week. There's some that you can get it super fast, like within 2 or 3 days. So there's plenty of options for you. After you upload it, order a trial copy, then you want to launch your book. So in this process, while your book is being edited and stuff, you are planning your launch. You are planning how you're going to launch, whether you're going to have an event or in person. You do all of the things, because once you order your bulk books and you got your pre-sales going on and everything else, you want to have an actual launch event. Again, virtual or in person. And for those who don't live local, you can also charge shipping for books. I typically charge about $4 or $5. Why? Because it costs about $4 or $5, typically $5 to ship books to people. And so you're paying that $5 to ship it to them. You don't have to eat that cost. You can add plus shipping on your fee when you're selling your book. You want to ship your books media mail. When you go to the post office, you tell them it's media mail. That way you get the media MEDIA price, the media mail price. Okay. And I typically get my envelopes either from Dollar Tree or I'll order them in bulk off of Amazon. I'll give y'all extra stuff I ain't even supposed to be giving y'all. Okay. And then you could copyright your book. Some people do, and some people don't copyright their book. They like, well, once it's written and I got the copyright page on there and all that, it's done. Now, the same place I could, excuse me, my ISB and the barcode and stuff like that, I could go on there. You could go to that same site and also copyright. So there's different options. Some people, again, they like, well, it's already copywritten because it's written in the manuscript. But if you want it legally copywritten and stuff like that, you could go to copyright.gov and do it that way as well. And keep the momentum going. Once your book is out. So this book, I've been talking about this book since last year, right? The You Can Publish Manual. And it came out in January. No, the beginning of February. And I'm still using it. I'm still talking about it. I'm still keeping the momentum going. I'm all of the things. You got to keep the momentum going, or people, you're gonna have a book that it's just sitting. But I've been selling this book. I think the last sale came through last week. And so I'm hoping and believing that even after today, I'll get even more sales. So you can sell your book, but you gotta talk about it. People gotta know it exists. Okay. You gotta get some testimonials and all of the different things. Um, all right. Components of a book. We're gonna go through this real fast. I'm not gonna go in detail. I'm just gonna tell you the components of a book. And I did break it down in the actual book, like what each component consists of. So you can get a copy of the book. And I do have a special deal for you all. Because the book is $49.95 on Amazon and on Ingram Spark. But you can get it. I'll leave my website for $25, but I am taking it up back up. Actually, I've only sold it for 30. I'm taking it up to 35, and then I'm gonna take it back up to its regular price because this book is like a strategy session with me and then some. This is like me coaching you on publishing your book in a book. So yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to go and copy. All right, components of a book. Y'all ready? Of course, you got to have a title of a book. Now, do you have to have your title of your book before you start writing? No. Don't let nobody tell you you don't got no title. You ain't got no book. You may not get your title until you're done writing your book. Okay, so don't feel like you gotta wait to have a title to write your book. And if it ain't a title from God, you probably gonna change that title anyway. All right. So you got your title. Of course, you need your cover design. Once you have your title and the idea, now this is why another reason why I want him to come in and train with me because I want y'all to hear from a graphic designer what they look for when it comes to designing people book. You got to have an idea of what you want it to look like. Have something for them to go off of. Because then if you tell them do whatever they want to do and then they do whatever they want to do, and then you be like, no, do this, do that. They have all rights to charge you over because you got them starting over. So have an idea. Look at some book covers. Google book covers in your genre and see what colors are being used. Colors are very important. This book also talks about the colors and the importance of choosing the certain colors that you choose for your book covers. Yeah, y'all. I give you all of the meat is in here. Okay. All right. So get your cover design. Then the first thing when you open your book, the first thing you're going to see is a copyright page. Your copyright page protects your book, protects your writing, says it's from you. If you need any disclaimers, like if you change the name of the characters to protect the identity, you want to put your disclaimers. If you are writing a book about healing or something like that, you want to put a disclaimer in there. This is not to replace your medicine or you going to see your doctor. You put things in your copyright page to protect you. It also tells people who wrote it, who designed it, and all of the other good stuff. Then you have your signature page if you deem so choose to. This publishing book doesn't have it because it's more of a manual and but a lot of my self-help and personal books does have it says this book belongs to and it's just a line. And instead of people just opening the book and signing on the back of the book, you have an actual page where you use for your signature page where you can write them a message on that page. And that's what a signature page is for me. And then the next few things I'm gonna name is optional. Forward. A forward is usually somebody who is credible. Like I'm not gonna have Joe Bow write my of me a forward if Joe Bow don't know me. Joe Bow don't know nothing about my writing. Joe Bow is not a credible resource or source to what I'm writing about. A forward is you want it to be, and I said I wasn't going into detail, but I'm going to whatever details God tell me. A forward is something you is written by somebody else to um give you credibility and to have their name attached to your work, right? Then you have the acknowledgement page. Again, this is another optional page. You may want to acknowledge some people. There is a difference between the acknowledgement page and the dedication page. The acknowledgement page is I want to thank this person. It's your thanks. That's your pages of Thanksgiving, okay? And it's optional. Your dedication page is optional. That's who are you dedicating the book to. I've dedicated books to I think my parents, to my niece that passed. I had a group called Junior Lady in Waiting. Jasmine was in Junior Lady in Waiting, and I dedicated Junior Lady in Waiting to them. And y'all. So yeah, so that's what a dedication page is. And then you have your table of content, which lists everything that's in the book, the introduction, the chapters about, and it tells people what the title of the chapters are and what pages they can go and find those chapters on. Okay. So you have your table of content, and then you have your book, your introduction, your chapters, and never, ever, ever end a book without writing an about the author, meet the author page. I am so passionate about that being at the back of every book. Why? Because some people somebody pick up your book, they need to know how to contact you. They need to know who you are. If I've never heard you and your book have touched me, let me see who this person is. Do they have a website? Do they have social media? All of the things. Another thing that I think I'm going to start doing, y'all, is putting my contact information on the back of the book. Not just on the about author page, but on the back of the book. And I think that's something God gave me, because what if somebody pick it up and they don't buy the book, but they look at my contact information later on in the day? They might remember my website or something. I'm just saying. Words on the back of your book. Let's talk about that real quick. That's so important, y'all. Words on the back of the book. People, when you pick up a book, if you've never read, if you go in the store and pick up a book, you're going to look at the cover, you're going to look at the title. You may open it up and look at the table contents to see some of the chapter names. So make sure your name, your chapter is fitting. And you might turn it over and just read the blurb on the back. You don't want the blurb back to be too long. The blurb on that could be a few sentences, powerful sentences about what the book is about or what they can expect. Draw your audience in, touch their pain points, okay? Because a book is going to hit the pain points of people. We talked about that, I believe, a little bit on Monday. Or you can have some people sample read a part of your book and have them to give you one or two sentences about the book. And you can put 3 or 4 of those on the back of the book. Go and look at some books. Go and look at some books that, like, I have a bookshelf over here with tons of books, right? And you want to look at what interests you. What are some things that got your attention? Disclaimer from me right now. I said this in the beginning. I'm a woman in my 40s, okay? So sometimes, I didn't say it this way, but I'm going to say it this way now. Sometimes I need to pause and fan myself, okay? But I'm still talking while I'm fanning myself. I'm hot, okay? I'm hot. And I had to be appropriate. I had to have a hair on and stuff for y'all. But baby, I'm hot, okay? But I'm going to keep going. I just want to put a disclaimer, because y'all might be like, that's so unprofessional. Why is she fanning herself? Listen, ask Perry. Okay, ask Perry. Why she want to act up right now, okay? And when she acts up, I have no control, period. Well, I got control. I'm fanning myself. Okay. And so again, that was the words on the back. Y'all, oh my goodness. I see why God said I only needed 3 days. Do y'all feel like y'all getting some stuff? Put a 4. Y'all know I like the number 4. Wait, can y'all see my 4 fingers? Wait. Look like I got 3. Y'all know the comedian in me coming out. Speaking of that, Code Red, that was my comedy name for anybody who don't know. I used to do comedy. And I'm gonna put my hand out because this look real weird right now. She popping out next month. Ooh, on the 10th, I'll be popping out and doing a little comedy. I haven't done it in a while, but I'll be doing it. Okay. So if y'all want to be there, be there. Okay. Y'all want to be there. Y'all want to be there. I'll make sure I pop the information in there. Okay. Jasmine, guess what? I remember. I see them fours coming through. Hey. Um, how to publish on the shoestring budget. And I tell y'all how to publish your book on a shoestring budget. This is the bonus part. Um, I am going to grab my website. I'm gonna grab my link tree, and I'm gonna put it in here for y'all, so that if anybody want to grab the book, you can go to my link tree, and it's in there for half off. You heard me, half off. Okay. So I'm gonna put that in the chat. I will be going to ship books off in the morning. So there will be some being shipped out in the morning. If you want one with that shipment, go and purchase your copy. And if you like, Nina, I only got Cash App right now, just inbox me, email me, text me. QJ, I got a book for you and Jasmine. Don't let me forget it Sunday morning. I meant to bring it today and give it to Jordan. Pray for me. But I got y'all. Because remember that Sunday I had talked. Yep. And let me keep going. Don't get distracted. Focus. How to publish on a shoestring budget. Welcome. How to publish on the shoestring budget. If you like, I done wrote this book. Lord, where the money coming from? First thing you do, you can use Grammarly to edit. I like to use people, but you can go to Grammarly. They have a free option, where you can publish your book for free. On, I mean, not publish for free. You can get your book edited, and they'll make sure it's good, okay? And then after you get it edited there, uh for your cover, if you need somebody to do it, and you don't got the funds for it, you got two options. Actually, you got three options. One, you could go to Fiverr. You probably can find somebody to do it for little or nothing, maybe 25, $50. um or you can go on Canva. The first thing you're gonna do is go to KDP's cover calculator. I usually go to Google and type in KDP cover calculator, and then I put in how many pages my book is and stuff like that, and it will give me a template that I could go and put in Canva. I remove the background once I design it, but I leave it up there so that I can see and make sure all my stuff is in the right frames and stuff like that. And then I'll remove the background. But that's so that the size and all of that other stuff. If you're in my digital course, I have one of the trainings that talks about that and show that. So that's Canva, that's Fiverr, or you can go simply to KD. And then this is how you do it on kdp.amazon.com. You can go on there and they'll ask you if you want to use one of their templates. And you can upload and put your information right in their template and be done with it. You don't have to go to Canva. You don't have to go anywhere else. You can do that, and they'll let you do that for free. They'll let you use their ISBN and barcode for free. The only thing you have to do is go to Grammarly and format. Get it edited and then format it on your own. Or again, you can use Canva, you can use Microsoft Word, you can use whatever you want. Most books are in 6x9. And then you will have to pay for your trial copy. Usually, if your book is, say your book is about 75 pages or less, it's typically like less than $3 to publish it. To print it on Amazon plus shipping. So you may be paying like $8 or $9 to get you a trial copy. And then once you get that copy, you have it and you're able to look at it. And if it's bomb.com, put it out there. You're able to then say, hey, I have a book that's out. And I didn't pay nothing to publish it. I just told you how to publish a book on a shoestring budget. Yeah. Now, what do I do? Me, I do full service publishing, but I am on pause with that because I am really focused on my speaking career, which is why I'm teaching people what I know. Because you got to teach people. Why hold the knowledge in yourself? I just showed y'all how you can publish a book with $0 and 0 cents, right? Or very little to nothing. Okay. But then also, if you like, I need a coach, I want somebody to hold my hand through this whole process. Now, I do that. I do it in several ways. One, the book. You can get the book, and it got a lot of my tips and secrets and stuff is in that book. Do you get more when you get me personally? Absolutely. Then I have strategy sessions. Now, I sent y'all my link tree. My strategy session may not be on there yet, but if you're interested in the strategy session, because I'm gonna set it up tonight, it will be available tomorrow. I'm actually doing something I've never done before. You could get a 30-minute session with me for $30. You heard it. My strategy sessions are $197 for 1 hour. Do the math. You getting a 30-minute session with me for $30. You getting, if you want me for an hour, you get an hour for $60, whereas it's normally 197. That's less than half. So yeah. So the strategy sessions will be on a super sale on tomorrow, and it will only last until maybe Monday morning. Monday mornings, I get up early. I'm just telling you now. I'm up by 5:30. That sale will be gone by 5:30 a.m. Monday morning. And it's 30 minutes with me one-on-one on Zoom. You get to pick my brain, ask me questions, basically get that one-on-one coaching to publish your books. Now, the book right now, again, that's $25 until Monday morning. And I will be changing the price because there's no way this book should be $25. Um, and then tomorrow I will be launching, drum roll, my 6-month book publishing mastermind. I have never, ever done 6 months of book publishing mastermind. I've done 6 weeks, but not 6 months. And I've done dozens of people with 6 weeks. But the 6-month mastermind is a totally different ball game. Typically with the 6 weeks, I'm just teaching you, and then you got to go out there and do it yourself. With the 6 months, the title of this class is Book by Black Friday. So this is going to be a mastermind for people who are like, you know what? I'm not going to keep playing with myself. I'm going to get it done this year for sure. And the goal is to have a book in your hand, your launch by Black Friday. Can you do it before then? Absolutely. So say you want your book out in September, October, whenever. We can do that. You can do that. And I'm going to show you how step by step. I have the months broken down. So what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it. The first meeting, the first group meeting is a group strategy session. So we'll all be creating our plans. And guess what? I'm gonna be launching books with y'all just to show y'all as I'm doing it. We're gonna be having Zooms. Not and then the time commitment is not overwhelming. We're gonna have one group Zoom a month, and you're gonna get one training a month that's gonna be uploaded into our app because we'll have an app. Yeah, Facebook, y'all see I'm doing something different. We're not gonna have a Facebook group. You're gonna have to download this app and get into the group. I'm gonna go live in the group where you can watch it anytime, and the live will stay in the group. And then I will have one Zoom a month. So we're gonna get one Zoom, and then I'll go live in a group once a month. So you're gonna get two lives with me, trainings. You're gonna get a copy of the You Can Publish Mastermind, and I have a digital course. I did not tell y'all that. That's on my link tree too. I have a digital course, so you like, Nina, I don't, I just want to do it myself, follow woo woo. I have a digital course with, I think it is about 30 something lessons in the course. I have lots of videos in there where I break everything step by step, and I have a digital copy of the You Can Publish Master Manual at the end of it as well. You get all of that. Now that course is 197. It's gonna stay on there for 197. Um, for now, the original price is 297. Uh, and I might be changing that. I think I'm gonna give that one a little extension because that's also gonna be on sale for $97. What is wrong with me? I don't know. It got to be the Lord's doing. So tomorrow, the You Can Publish Mastermind, the You Can Publish digital course will be $97 until Monday morning. Then it's gonna probably go to its original price of 297 because it's too much. It's too much good stuff. Okay. The You Can Publish Master Manual is $25 until Monday morning. And then the strategy sessions with me starting tomorrow, once I post a link, is going to be $30 for 30 minutes. The original price actually is 45 minutes, typically, that I give for $197. So you telling me, what? 30 minutes for $30 and you normally charge 197? Yes, and yes. Okay. I know my worth and I know what you're going to get. I have so many people that have taken what I've taught them and have books in their hand. So I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I know how to get you to where you want to go. And if you listen, you can also make your money back. And anything that I do, my goal is for you to make your money back. Whether I'm doing book collaborations or anything, I want people to make their money back. And so, those are the things that I offer to help people become published authors because God is pushing me out as a speaker again. Heavily, thank God. My number one dream and goal anyway. And he is positioning me. I actually have a secret interview at 6:30. So when I get off of here, I gotta continue to prep myself for that interview. And I'll share what that is and stuff soon. Um, Oh, I appreciate you. Oh yeah, let me put some stuff out here. I've been missing these comments. I done seen the ones. I done seen all of it. The fours. Y'all snapping. Y'all snapping. I appreciate y'all. And so yeah, I got a little bit of a secret meeting coming up at 6:30. And it's for another opportunity to do something else that I have been saying I'm gonna do, but in God's timing. Thank you. In God's timing, right? And so God has said the time is now. I prayed about it. I'm like, God, if it's not, remove it. And if it's still not, remove it. Even after the interview, remove it. Like whatever is for you, from you only. Period. Show me a sign, Jesus. Okay. And so he's doing some things, but he has given me this knowledge not to keep it in, but to share it and to help other people reach goals. Like once I started publishing books and I saw how it was a blessing to other people and healing to me. Man, I want everybody to publish a book to see what it can do for them. I want you to see what it can do for you. You don't know what it can do for you until you do it. And so I just want people to do it. Amen. Thank you. I receive it in Jesus' name. And so I love teaching what I know. If I can't do it for you, I want you to be able to do it for yourself. Plus, ain't nothing like knowing how to do something for yourself. Because if you never know. Me, for example, I started with one book and I thought that was gonna be it. Y'all, I'm 20 some books in. I better had learned how to do this, or I would be out of thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay. There's a lot of different publishing opportunities out here. Now, I can't vouch for all of those, but I can put my stamp behind my name and say that in this mastermind, I know if you join this 6 month mastermind, you gonna have a book. And unless you just don't do nothing, you gonna pay your money though. I'm making sure of that. How am I making? I guess it's business. I got business in order, okay? To make sure of that. No longer is it the Nina that, oh, you can pay me through this or through that. Mm-mm. I love y'all, I do, but I have learned some great lessons. People will teach you, okay? They're gonna teach you right. So you gotta do it from the link, you gotta do it from the site, okay? And again, it's gonna be dope. I want to see. I'm not working with over a certain amount of people as well. So, and it is an investment. It's an investment, and I'll tell y'all that tomorrow. There are payment plans. Um, you have to be approved for the payment plans, but it is an investment, and it will also be a deal for that. For the first, however, it'll be a deal for it for maybe 5 days. Then it's gonna go up to the original price, and the original price is a four-figure deal. It is a four-figure investment, and I'm standing by my investment because you're gonna get way more than what you bargained for. And if you've ever worked with me, you know I'm not just talking about it. I'm gonna be about it. All right, y'all. We have been here. We got a lot. I hope y'all got all the notes, all of the things. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is all about marketing, and hopefully I can get the recording at least so that I can show y'all that. I may have a special guest. I got to check people's schedule because things had to shift because of that, because of me. But I will have something for you to download. I will have a downloadable free product for you. I'm gonna leave you with something else free. I will have your step-by-step process. I will have that for you. If you all have any questions for me, feel free to put them in the comments or inbox me, email me, whatever. I'm so glad that you all found this beneficial. I hope you all took notes, because if you just take the notes that I gave y'all, y'all can go and publish. That's the thing. I give you the stuff where you can go and do it. You can go and do it. You don't need me to do it. You can do it. But when you have me, you have a coach that is there by your side, that is making sure your goal is accomplished, that is teaching you what I know, and that's making sure that you reach your goal. And sometimes if you don't invest in yourself, you won't take it seriously. Most of the time, if you don't put your money where your mouth is, you don't take it seriously. So invest in yourself. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. And I look forward to pouring out more tomorrow. I love you all so dearly. I pray this was a blessing to you as it was to me. And I guess I'm gonna have to do it this way tomorrow too. So we ain't have too many interferences or nothing like that. So that's what we be looking for it to go through. You are so welcome. And I'm looking forward to it. And let me tell y'all this. Y'all gonna have me as y'all, for anybody who is in the couple, that group or anything like that. I'm y'all first customer. So don't think that you are not going to have somebody buy your book. You already got one sold. Period. I'm your first customer. Okay, I love you too. All right, love y'all. God bless, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to push it back to 5 tomorrow because it's Friday and Saturday is the Great Shabbat, and I need to make sure I get all my shopping done. I'm gonna try to be here for between 4:30. I might do some shopping earlier. I'm gonna make it work. All right, I love y'all, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Invite somebody to come on and check it out. And share the link out. Get the people to get the knowledge. Get the knowledge while it's free. Cause Facebook gonna take it down soon. They don't let you keep videos up forever no more. It will stay up on YouTube though. Just go to youtube.com/Nina Motivates, and go to my lives, and you will catch all of my videos. I love y'all. Good night.